Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a pretty big and kind of scary thing to go and talk about because it does seem like we're actually having a lot more kind of scary things kind of coming up over here on the big Amazon, Walmart sellers. And this kind of goes into the, well, trying to sell something for a really good price that obviously people want to go and buy, and then as they go and see it, they'll instantly go and buy it, but at the end of the day, it's not actually sold from a proper, like, verifiable source, and people are actually losing a lot of money. Now, this is actually coming out here for the PlayStation, but as well, also on the Xbox. We've also been seeing this throughout these past few weeks, I think especially more with the holidays, and as well, with the holidays coming out too for, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and just Christmas in general. Everyone's looking for a deal. Everyone's looking to save some money, which is totally fine, and we totally cover deals on this channel if you guys are subscribed. I'm sure you guys know. But at the same time, I want to make sure to highlight these scam deals so you guys don't waste your money or don't have to have like your funds locked up for a few weeks as they're trying to investigate stuff, or as well having to deal with the chargeback with your credit card, because that does not sound fun. So let's go talk about this really big Xbox and PlayStation scams floating around. And, well, just please be careful. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, either $500 Xbox or PlayStation 5. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below in case you guys want to go and follow. We also do have the Amazon sign-up links, which I do keep on recommending pretty heavily. They go directly to the Amazon site, and also have been kind of sending out pretty quick as well. We also do have the Twitter and Twitch stream for bonus entries, so let's dive into this video. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff because we've been seeing this up on like the Xbox, Twitter, and also different types of Reddits and all of that. So if you guys look at this, I think your first instinct would be, bro, a 72% off sale? Bro, $129.99 off. It's on $50. Is this maybe a, you never know. Maybe it's just a price error. Will they go and honor it? Is it just maybe on a really good sale because they're trying to get some good controllers out there? What could it be? And obviously, I think you guys all know the answer is that on very rare occasions, there is like those really big 80% on accident price drops, or they're just trying to flush stock or whatever. I mean, I've had a chance to go get like stuff for like $1 that should be like $100. This happens, definitely happened. But the bigger thing is that I want to highlight the fact that there's a lot of these companies that are realizing that people either have API bots. So that basically means is that people who like to look at like tracking websites or tracking stock or looking at like PS5s if they come live or whatever it might be, they have a bot that's running 24/7. So if they see a price increase or a price decrease or like whatever, some of those automated like Twitter accounts that are like, bros, check out this cool deal, look at this PS5, look at this or whatever, are actually running on a bot. So basically just keep on always refreshing these things, and whenever the price goes increases or decreases in this instance, they would let people know, tweet about it, and let people know about the deals. But that's kind of just one aspect of it, so I want you guys to be careful on that alone. But number two is that now there's always been a big thing of third-party sellers. And what we mean by that, I'm going to show you guys this, because it's been plaguing Xbox a lot. I think as of currently right this second, it's not happening on the Xbox consoles, but as you guys can see, this has been floating around with a lot of warnings and a lot of issues, a lot of people just being scared of spending money because $50, if you lose it to a scammer, it's not good. You don't want to lose that, especially on the holidays. But as you guys go and see this, sometimes if you guys look at the consoles, they'll go and have things like you see this sell on Amazon right here. Let me move my webcam so you guys can all see it. But you see how we have this like sell on Amazon. So basically if you press this or you look at the new and used, they sometimes have consoles or other things that are at like $200, $250, whatever it might be. So as of right this second, there's nothing over here. It's just all new consoles being sold by scalpers and third-party folks, which is whatever. Like, you probably wouldn't buy these in general, but there's been a big instance, too, where they'll do the same thing with Xbox consoles or PlayStation 5 consoles as well. We have seen this happen a lot now, both on, obviously on Amazon, Facebook, but also even on Amazon, these other first-party sellers. Well, they'll go and list, let's say, for example, the Xbox or PS5, and the same thing, it'll be like brand new $300 add to cart, or they'd have like $349 add to cart, or even maybe a used $225. So something that's like a really good deal, and that if it was an actual like non-scammy legitimate deal, you'd be pretty happy if you had a chance to lock that on in. But as I've been saying this throughout the past, like 6 months, it's been very consistent, more so with the Xbox. I'm not sure exactly why. PlayStation, it has been happening, but not as often. Maybe the PlayStation 5 would have just patrolled more, or maybe Amazon supports on that more. I'm not super sure. But basically, Xbox, we've seen this pop up like with these fake, scammy companies that you should not be buying from on many occasions. And that kind of goes to the same thing with this Xbox, where if you guys see a deal like this for the Xbox, $50 for an Xbox wireless control, like, the Elite controller, that's a pretty good price. That's a pretty good deal, at least in my opinion. So one of the bigger things with all that is that, well, you still have to actually go and get it in the first place. And if you don't, like if you buy it from a third-party seller that's not from Amazon itself, which is what this is basically being sold to you by, just some random person, random party who may not even own any of these consoles in the first place. And this is where sometimes then they're like, yeah, we have a delay in your shipping date. It's going to show up in 4 months. Or they'll go and send you a box and be like, hey, sorry, it got lost in the mail. Then you just have to hope that they, like, the person who didn't get it doesn't, like, they're lazy or they just forget about it or whatever it might be. And that's kind of the biggest issue, because you can go and maybe get a good deal as you're looking at this type of stuff, but if you're never going to get the product, is it really even a deal? And there's also been a part 2 of this, who's also been having the same issue sometimes up on Walmart. Now, Walmart does allow third-party sellers too, which I don't want to say is inherently bad, but they've also had people in the same thing for both Amazon and Walmart, where they've had these price points way, way lower. So to have, like, instead of a $700 console, which this is probably a real person trying to sell the console, but, just as, like, you see this, like, Pro Electrics distribution, like, these people are probably just, like, scummy scalpers. They're just trying to make a little bit of money, which I don't want to say is good, but at least it's not a scam, if you know what I mean. So as we're going through this one, obviously just be careful with these, but in the same vein, we have been seeing folks at Walmart or even on Amazon, as I showed you guys, selling consoles for, like, let's say $300, $350, and then people are jumping on the opportunity because sometimes it's still hard to find a console. I mean, it's been a little bit easier nowadays, obviously, but it's still kind of hard to go and find, like, a $500 console. It's kind of been rough. It's kind of been kind of chill. Like, it's a little bit easier, but it's still rough to get it over to overall. But if you're seeing these even now bigger deals with, you could save $200 on a PS5, $200 on an Xbox, you're going to probably want to go jump on it or take it. Or even the same thing we showed you guys, if you can save $130 on an Xbox Elite Pro controller, which is, I think, still at this point of me making this video, I think it's still on the website itself. Some people might jump on that. Some people might be like, this is a huge deal. I want to get this. Let's go and, like, let's get this. Let's buy this. Why not? Why not? So as we go and see all these deals floating around and all this stuff, it is kind of I don't want to say it's annoying, because it's, like, annoying, but more so just illegal. Like, it's a case of fraud. If you have to go through this, you might have to go through a chargeback, call your banks, deal with them. No one wants to do that. I definitely don't want to do that myself. But as well as you go through all this other stuff, it kind of just goes to show that it's just not a good deal. I mean, like, obviously you're not getting a deal. You're not getting a product. And the big thing is that sometimes they do receive both your shipping information and potentially your name, address, and also payment details. Now, it depends on the website too, but this has been happening a lot and probably will happen a lot throughout the holiday season. So you also want to be extra careful that you guys don't put your credit card or debit card information into a website that is going to scam you or take money from you or whatever it may be. It is not good. You obviously don't want to lose all of your money or have to have, like, a $500 credit card hold, because then guess what? You may not be able to go and buy Christmas presents for your kids, your husband, your family, or whatever. Or if you do, you might have to go and even pay interest fees, or it's just, do you really want to have, like, a 3-4 month potential $500+ deal on your credit card that you don't know if you're going to get back or not? Or what if this company somehow scams you and they'll send a box and be like, no, it was all fully sent, but it was like a box of bricks. Like, you never know what people are doing this day and age. But as I mentioned, these all are third-party sellers. So this controller, as I'm showing, is not really through Amazon. It's through, like, some third-party seller, which probably wants to scam you and probably wants to take money from you and probably is not a good person to be around. So that is a big thing to go and note. Go and be on top of that. But as well, there's also other various things too, such as the fact that, like, you just don't want to give them your information, like I said, or your address, because what if they sell it? What if they sell your email address online? Then you get a bunch of spam messages or emails or whatever it might be. It is not good. It is not a vibe. It is not fun, like something fun. We don't really want to deal with that at all. And I just am not a happy person to have to deal with that in general. So keep that in mind. But please be careful. Please be safe. Please be on top of everything. I hope you guys will be okay. Fingers crossed. And as well, just, I don't know, just be always, like, if you guys see a deal, always do a quick double check. Consoles are usually staying in stock a little bit longer. I don't want you guys to lose a really good, like, mispriced deal, but I also don't want you guys to be sitting there for months doing chargebacks, calling your bank, having your credit card information out there, having your email out there, having your address out there, and especially right nowadays with money being a little bit tighter for a lot of folks, we don't want to have to keep on dealing with this kind of rough stuff going on. So that's kind of just my thoughts on it. So please be careful. Please be double check it. It's both for the PlayStation consoles, accessories, controllers, as you guys can see, on a lot of different big platforms that allow these third-party sellers. please be careful, please be safe, and make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway with the Amazon links down below for the signups, the Twitter and Twitch streams down below for everything else. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.